For this assignment, make sure that your setting is basic 3D on the work settings, and switch to isometric view, southeast or southwest. And at this time, I'm going to press F7 to turn my grid off. Select box tool. You can type box or select from the menu. Pick a point on the screen. Have ortho on. Have length to be 2.5. Width on direction parallel to x-axis would be 2.5. Height parallel to z-axis, 2.5. So you have created 3D box. Next, we draw a cylinder. The base of the cylinder is precisely in the middle of this top of the box. To do that, hold the shift, right click, select mid between 2 points, point 1 and point 2, snap to, and picks the middle of 2 points that you have selected. Radius is 0.5 and the height is 2.5. At this time, you may want to union, joining these two solids to become a one composite solid. You may want to switch your visual style to under the visualization. Right now I'm on 2D wireframe. I select the shades of gray option, and now I can add some dimensions to this part. In order to do that, I will switch my layer to dimension layer first. And I will select the dimension. And this is the problem with dimensioning right now, that I want to have parallel to this face, but it's not doing that for me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use UCS, User Coordinate System, to switch my icon and customize them the way I want the icon to be displayed. Select the 3 points option. You can always type UCS 3 points from the keyboard or select the 3 points. First point, specify the origin, and I pick this corner. End of this corner is going to be parallel to X, and this one is going to be parallel to Y. Now I made this face to be parallel to XY, which is the work plane. So now I can use the text and add text. Height 0.2 is fine. 0 for rotation, and have the cap lock on. Type text in 3D. Press enter. We are using UCS 3 point option. Press enter to end. Now we have this dimension. I want to have dimension to be parallel to this face as well. I'm going to erase this and redimension this. This time should be correct, because our XY is parallel to that. So my dimension would be parallel to this face as well. Now, in order to do dimension on the right side, I need to switch my UCS by selecting the, this time, face option, and pick this face and accept. You'll notice that, okay, did not get it right, so I shouldn't have accepted. Try again, face. So make sure that your XY is parallel to next. Okay, now XY is parallel to this face, then accept. Make sure that Always your XY is your work plane. Your work plane is XY plane. Add in dimension. Ortho snap off. In my case, I have the snap on. That's why it's not giving me the right place. I press F9 to turn them off. So I have more control. Repeat this dimension. As you see, my XY is parallel to this face. Now my dimensions are displayed correctly. So I'm going to do the same thing on the cylinder. That's our next choice. To do that, I want to be parallel to this face, but at this point to be origin, the center of this cylinder to be origin. To do that, I'm going to go to 3 points option this time and select the center of this cylinder. If you can snap to this or center of this, but I'd probably select them to center of. Okay, now X would be parallel to this side of the box. I can pick this midpoint here, or I have ortho on F8 and pick any point. Let's see, probably I choose the best to pick the midpoint. This way we have more control. Then the center of this would be another. Or I have ortho on again. I can have, as long as this is looks like it's selected right now. As you notice, XY is parallel to the cylinder, this axis of the cylinder. And now I should be able to dimension this from the center of this to the center of the base. So I can have either side. Okay, let's back to the. Okay, you notice that is dimensioned properly. Now, adding the location for this, I need to be on this plane. I can do that by face option, or as shows on your assignment sheet, I have in this corner. Either way it should work. I'm going to use the 3 points, selecting the point 1, point 2 for the X, and having this point for Y. As you notice that XY is parallel to this face. Now I can dimension the location dimension for this cylinder. Midpoint to the center, and that's one dimension. And repeating from this midpoint to the center, adding another dimension. So we have location. What's left is the size. The size of this, I need to be on upper face here. I will do that by 3 points again. And having X and having Y. So let me just try again. 3 points. Origin is the center. And X in this direction. And Y is in this direction. I did expect that move the center point. Okay, as you see, shows in the right place, but it's not displayed. Okay, until I refresh my screen. Okay, so let me try to add diameter dimension. It's fine. As you see, the diameter shows precisely there. So even though icon doesn't show there, but it belongs to there. You see that. All right. So that's how we add dimensions by controlling UCS, User Coordinate System. And what we did so far on this one, we selected by these two options. You can control where your work plane or your XY plane is before you add text or dimension to isometric view.